There is something about Disstracks that is so pure and so entertaining. But the only downside is that it gets real really quick.
Yeah.
And that side of it is annoying because it's like it stops the music.
That's the main thing why I kind of stopped all of that, is because it's great because it's everyone trying to be at their best, their best ability. Like any MC or rapper, you're going to hear them be their best in a clash because they have to prove a point. But then at the same time, the whole negative side of it comes, and it can be so real, it can go outside of music. So that's why I kind of like stepped away from it all. I think if clashes were solely about abilities, like I'm better than you, then it would be a lot healthier, a lot better.
Yes.
But nowadays it's turned into, I can embarrass this person. I can literally stop their income. Like,
well, that was the 50 Cent effect, isn't it?
Exactly. That's exactly that. Like, completely annihilate them on social media and everything. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, you spoke about clashing. I don't know if I said. I think I have said it on here before. When I did my diss track on Deji, I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out how to do the first like line. So, and I had the lyrics of the first. I think it was the first 2 lines or 3 lines. I had it, and I thought, how do I like start?
Yeah.
How do I come in on beat or whatever? So I sent it to you, and I was like, can you help me? Like, how do I come in on beat? And you just like wrote your own thing, like 6 lines, and I was like, okay, it wasn't what I was asking. It's better than what I wanted. And I was tempted to use it.
Yeah.
But I did steal the start. So technically, you wrote the diss. So, so you dissed Deji is what I'm saying. Yeah. So Deji, it was him. But then you sent me a voice note afterwards, and I was like, "Do you think it's actually good?" And you sent a voice note, and you know I was this close to using it as my intro or an outro, because you know, like sometimes it's sick having like a.
You could have done it.
Nah, I thought I don't want to drag you into some YouTube beef like that's not that's not actually that deep.
It would have been cool, but.
Because it's you going, it's like you laughing, going like, no, he actually might get upset. Like, this is hard. Yeah. And I was like, I probably shouldn't bring.
I honestly think you lot like don't realize how like good you actually are when you do it. Honestly,
I think it's the thing I do with you though is I can make puns.
Yeah.
So you give me something like a proper topic, and I can make puns about it. But
But that is a part of what we do.
It is.
But then if we have to rap about something like actual, I can't do it.
No, you say that you can, because this is what I think.
We wrote a song about like helium and balloons and stuff, and it was like I just went, all right, this is just make this rhyme, and just wrote a pun.
Yeah, but if you take the helium out of this, you're just fitting really well. Like you're like, I watched a diss track on stream last night. I watched the diss track, your one, and I was like, this is actually fucking unreal.
But I was sat in a room for like 7 hours with Lux and Toby.
That's what music is, man. That's what
music
music
is.
I know.
Some of the biggest artists, can't write, man. They'll take like weeks to write a song.
Honestly, you did no different to what artists who live and breathe music do. You did it. Like, you've done it. But
that was it. I was out after that. I was like, okay, now I've got nothing.
We can do.
I mean, I've seen you do disses at people.
Yeah.
And you write 95 songs about people.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on how much I want to say.
True. How much I want to end their life.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, who do you think is the best person at diss tracks that you've ever seen? This isn't a YouTube question. This is a
yeah.
You can say yourself.
I think I do rate myself highly, but I do like Chip a lot.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I like Chip is I always find when I listen to his disses, he says stuff that I wouldn't have said or wouldn't even have thought to say. And I just find his ones are different. Everyone else is like, I kind of know, like, when I hear like a Dot Rotten, I know what he's gonna say. Like I know his talent. He's sick. He's cold. I know. I get it. Gets as well. Amazing. I get it. With Chip, he always says something where I'm like, I always wonder, okay, how are you gonna tackle this? And he just does something I didn't expect. He says something I didn't expect. Like he always spins it around in a different way where I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Do you know what I mean?
That's good,
so for me, it's always like Chip, and he can do it without like being, road or anything. You know? Like I was talking to him the other day because I was watching his clash with Bugs and Malone, and like I think Bugs and Malone said something about Chip like getting GCSEs. And then Chip's reply was like, his reply was something about man's talking about A's and B's or
B's or
something.
something,
It's
yeah.
kind of like man can't ride or read or
Yeah.
something. And I just find that so funny because I wouldn't have even bothered to even reply to that, but he did. And I just find it so funny. He always spins things in a way where I wouldn't. So I just I like how Chip does it.
He's too cold. I was saying this to Sparky actually on the GTA because a lot of artists are very like they've got their style, but like Sparky just he knows how to like ride the beat. You know, he knows how to treat the beat in a way that the song works, and Chip does that like better than anyone. Yeah. You had the Young Philly track.
Yeah,
and his verse on that is ridiculous. And he literally says something about this verse is perfection. I was like, you know what, actually is. Like I'm listening to it, I'm like, it actually is. You just he goes mad, you know.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's so good, and like he doesn't. I don't think he writes.
No, it doesn't seem like he even tries.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we did Stuttering, he did the verse for Stuttering. It was very much go in the booth, did a line, and then he'd listen to it back, did another line, and he was just going. He was just flowing.
Yeah,
just whatever came to mind.
I love that, man.
I like that a lot.
I just get so gassed when there's rumors of people about to start having beef. I'm like, oh please, I need diss tracks.
Yeah.
Just means you're gonna get like 10 songs within 3 weeks.
Yeah,
there is something about diss tracks that is so pure and so entertaining. But the only downside is that it gets real really quick.
Yeah.
And that side of it is annoying because it's like it stops the music.
That's the main thing why I kind of stopped all of that is because it's great because it's everyone trying to be at their best, best ability. Like any MC or rapper, you're going to hear them be their best in a clash because they have to prove a point. But then at the same time, the whole negative side of it comes, and it can be so real. It can go outside of music. So that's why I kind of like stepped away from it all. I think if clashes were solely about abilities, like I'm better than you, then it will be a lot healthier, a lot better.
Yes.
But nowadays it's turned into I can embarrass this person. I can literally stop their income. Like,
well, that was the 50 Cent effect, isn't it?
Exactly. That's exactly that. Like, completely annihilate them on social media and everything. You know what I mean? It's like, even when I look back at my ones and I'm like, I was talking about like Big H got filmed in a Peugeot, and like really, it doesn't matter that he was in a Peugeot.
No.
But it's because he had a song called German Whip.
Yeah.
So then it's like everyone was annihilating him because of that.
I was just about to say you had to try a lot harder for Dot Rotten than Big H.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Big H's one was. Yeah. You didn't do that many disses on him, right?
No, because that was more about Lord of the Mic. So that was more like writing a few lyrics for that. It was like set within rounds, and it was like write the lyrics for the rounds, and that was cool. It wasn't really like a dub thing. It wasn't really anything like that. They didn't really have any animosity towards him. I only clashed him because he said a lyric about Jamie that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what? I want to do something about that. And that was the whole reason I ended up going on Lord of the Mics against him.
So he said a lyric about Jamie after they'd done a song.
I think I don't know if it was after or before. I don't actually know. But I just remember hearing it. And I was like, what? I was like, nah, man. And then I remember speaking to people and everyone was just like, oh, that's just what he's like. And I was just like, nah, man, that's not cool.
You can't just be like that. Yeah.
No. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do Lord of the Mic. So it actually started out as like just, Lord of the Mics, a clash. And then it didn't go sideways. It didn't go like out of hand, but it was getting tense. It was getting tense. So I remember we kind of nipped it it got nipped in the bud at the right time. It was cool. Yeah. All my clashes been cool. Other than the Dot Rotten one, I could say to an extent was actually once we was doing dubs, it was fine. Yeah. It was before that the whole drama was, which people don't know. People think the drama came after the dubs or during the dubs, but it was actually before. So the actual clash for me, it was a sick clash. Yeah, do you know what I mean? The dubs. Yeah.
Gives you energy, right? It's just like you got a new, like you say, you're trying to be the best. If you make a normal song, even though you're trying to be really good, you get to a point where you're like, oh, that's good enough. I don't need to fix that line. It's nice. Yeah. When it's a diss track, you're like, right, I got to make sure this is like top tier. And you do it fast. You have to do it fast, right? You got that pressure. You got the pressure of like if you don't release it, then you're gonna be called like a no show. So,
but I still listen to Real Talk every couple of days.
Yeah.
It's sick.
It's mad. I was touring at the time, like I was doing a whole bunch of shows. So like that's why all the videos are like Real Talk was like me waiting for I was next in Barbers. So we just walked around the back of the state, filmed, had a haircut, went to a show.
That's sick.
And the next one you'll see I'm in a car park. I'm actually in a car park in Brighton going to do my show. We parked up. All right, cool. We got half an hour. Quickly filmed.
That's sick,
when I did the show. So literally all those dubs, I'm in car parks and shit because it's like before a show, after a show, or doing something. Yeah, like banging, it was quite a mad time. So it was like, for me, it was fun. It was exciting because there's like so much going on. But yeah, man.